This is, for real this time, the 20th review of Ben Talks Bots, and I am so grateful that you guys are on this journey with me. It's been a blast. Also, thank you all for the comments and support on my latest discussion video. It really means a lot to me. We got it to be my best performing vid ever on the channel, and that is so awesome. Anywho, Shockwave. We all know Shockwave, right? One of the most prominent villains of the franchise, logic-driven, purple. He's pretty synonymous with the brand, but believe it or not, he didn't start off with the initial Takara lineup in '84, and that's what we're looking at today. The Radio Shack Galactic Man inspired repaint of Siege Shockwave, commonly just called Shockwave. So, Galactic Man, and this all comes from either the TF Wiki or the Soundwave's Oblivion blog, was an exclusive Tandy/Toyco version of Shockwave sold by Radio Shack from 1983 to 1985. But it also turns out that a similar toy released in Asia was called Astro Magnum, but there aren't enough significant changes to be relevant, but it's also confusing. I don't know. So that's where Shockwave came from, a pretty typical Hasbro buy toy to make Transformer situation. As far as I know, this is the only time that this version of Shockwave has been revisited, and after getting him, I can sort of tell why. It's unfortunately very dull, and I know that's how the original was, but it's still obviously drab. He's got gray, silver, black, and a little red for his eye, which I might add, has great light piping. It even works without needing a light on top of it, so that's fun. His color scheme is very similar to a Bay vs. Decepticon. It's very interesting. The grays, however, make all of the greebly detail pop and have me really appreciate the Siege texturing of that time period. It has a lot of those toy-accurate touches, like having the Galactic Man on his chest and having the red, white, and green wires in his boob window. I love these additions so much. I sort of wish he had those transparent hands like the original toy, but it's no biggie. Shockwave was one of the more controversial releases from Siege, as it was blatantly obvious that he was a Voyager-sized toy that was inflated to a liter with accessories. It was the first of its kind, so I don't give it too much flack for being a bit janky. His accessories he comes with serves all to bulk him up, and that's kind of a lot. The process, though, is kind of fun. It's like playing dress up with your Shockwave. It's not really my thing, but just leaving it isn't really viable, so it stays on him, for the most part. If you want to headcanon them as like a Generations Nitro Zeus, it works a lot better. Articulation is surprisingly not that hindered by the armor, and you can pull off some pretty cool poses. Pretty standard here, which is not a bad thing at all. For the alt mode, or should I say alt modes. That's right, according to the Galactic Man box, he has a total of 3 things it can turn into: Vulcan Base Destroyer mode, Anti-Aircraft Gun mode, and the Handheld Laser Gun mode. This mode, of course, is what Hasbro decided to give Shockwave because, you know, the others are kinda garbo. As for the Gen Selects figure, it can be recreated here as sort of a secret mode to have it turn into. But the official advertised mode is a submarine, I think? It's either that or maybe a battleship, I'm not really sure. But I kind of vibe with it, I like it. It's a lot bigger than it looks, that's what she said, and it looks super cool. The ominous eye atop the tower is another nice touch. He's got a lot of blast effect ports too, so that's always appreciated. I'm gonna be honest, Servite K9, I only got this guy because he was on sale. Amazon had this goober for like maybe 35 bucks. It was something like that, and I think that's a more than reasonable price for it. And just to put in perspective, this was one of the first Generation Select releases, and that will never not be funny to me. It's kind of an acquired taste. I like learning about this character's history and love how even Galactic Man gets Generations of representation. Like I said, he's definitely a bit drab, but that's kind of what makes him stand out. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of Galactic Man Shockwave in the comments below. Student teaching literally starts in a few days for me, so I'll try to keep weekly uploads. We'll see. Take care, and have a good one. And what do you want?
Oh man, that was super heavy. Hey Doc, I need you to fix my radio. It's broken.
But I don't fix radios.
But ain't you from Radio Shack? Your name is Shockwave.
My name is Galactic Man.
Yeah, whatever. Just fix my radio, please.
No one takes me seriously.